Good afternoon, everybody. It's May 12th, Mother's Day, and I'm on a little mission here, a soil regeneration mission when it comes to this farm. What I want to show you guys is this particular farm with all of those buttercups. Buttercups are real prevalent in poor soil conditions. This little flower, and I'm in southwestern Missouri. So any area that you have that's poor soil conditions or a wetland area, they like to come up. They like water, and this particular field has a drainage issue with it. This whole farm does, matter of fact. But what I wanted to show you was how to get rid of them. It was very simple. You can see how much there is in these fields. This particular field was a hay feeding field. They fed a lot of hay over the years in this field, so there's not a lot of good, it wasn't good hay either. It was a lot of weedy hay, so there's a lot of weeds in the seed bank. But what I want to show you, how I cured that field right there, by that gray barn there, is the same way I'm doing this. A couple winters ago, I did that field, and this field, this is this year. I come in with red and white clover, and I just broadcasted in the wintertime a ton of clover. You can see all the clover that's come up. White ladino, red clover, even had some crimson clover in here over the wintertime. But you overseed. Pretty much the strategy for this is you overseed and you just overpower clover onto the field. Clover fixes your nitrogen. It's good for your ground, good for your dirt. You can see the clover. I mean, the clover is absolutely everywhere in this field. And I didn't, get crazy. It was probably 100 pounds of clover seed total on this little 5-acre field. You can see how much clover is just all over. Then when the springtime hits, I let it grow up a little bit, and then I brush hogged it. I knocked it down. That's this height you're seeing right here. Right in here. That's this height. Then, once you knock back the early spring weeds with brush hogging it, you put cows on it. And the cows are in here. There's the cows. And then I come in with a lawnmower. The bad boy lawnmower right up there. Right there. And you mow it short. You chop it down. But you don't do the whole thing at once. You force the cows to be curious, and they're going to walk through where you mowed at. Well, like this area right here, I just mowed this today. What they'll do is over the next couple of days, they're going to come in and they're going to be sifting through this, looking for anything to eat, pooping on it, peeing on it, and then the clover will come back and it'll pop up through, along with other better grasses. But what you're getting is you're getting the hoof action. They're smashing this into the dirt and they're feeding the soil. Okay? You don't have to do big spots at once. You do little spots. See, like this spot here is maybe 50 or 60 feet maybe across, and maybe 60, 70 feet that way. And the cows, since this is already mowed for them, it's kind of like, hey, they're going to come in here, especially when it starts drying out, and they're going to grab a little bit of that, and they're going to eat a little bit, and they're going to smash the rest in. And they're doing the work for you. After a week or so of that, I will move on and I will do another mowing section. See how much clover's still in this section that I haven't mowed? It's just like all the others. The whole field is that way. It's clover all over. Then, like I said, in a week or so, I'll mow this section. Cows like to follow me. Anyways, I'll mow this section, and then the cows will do the same exact thing that they're going to do right there, right here. And over time, it takes about a year of doing this, you end up with a field like this. a few weeds like this little weed here, you know. You get a few weeds, but look at all the clover that you get out there. The whole field is clover, which is great. It's a legume. It fixes all your soil issues, okay? Now, this particular year, I'm gonna recoup some of my expenses on, say, this field right here, because it did cost me for the clover seed. So what I'll do is I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna take a cutting of hay on this. I'm gonna square bale this hay. These square bales, around where people buy horses, a lot of clover like this and a high clover percentage, Bella should be able to get fairly decent money out of it. And that'll recoup all of my clover seed expense and all of my lawn mowing and fuel expense and brush hogging and all of that out of this right here. Then this fall, once I've cut this for hay and I've got the money off of it, then I can go out and I can buy either orchard grass or fescue seed, and I can start spreading some fescue and orchard on it, and take this field from where it's right now 70% clover. I can take this field back to a more realistic 50% clover, 50% fescue or orchard grass. But as you can see, this red clover here, I mean, it's knee high out there. It's gonna be really good hay. And that's kind of how you can regenerate your income in your bank account on doing this type of stuff. And you can feed these girls while you're doing it. And you can get rid of buttercups. At any rate, if anybody has any questions or comments, feel free to let me know, to ask in the comment section, or you can reach out to me individually. It's fine with me, but it's just a little something that you can hopefully take with you and use on your farm. See that field right there? That's the next field that has an issue. And they fed a bunch of hay up there right around where all those buttercups were. Right up there. Let's see here. Right in there. They fed a bunch of buttercups, or a bunch of hay. So it has a lot of buttercup action there. But at any rate, thanks for watching. And like I said, if you guys have any questions or comments or anything, just let me know. But with 100 pounds of clover seed, a few cows, a lawnmower and a brush hog, in a year and a half, 2 years, you can recover a field, and you can recover all the expenses that got you to get there, that you got into it. All the input costs can be recovered. You just got to take it one day at a time, and one little section at a time. You can't recover a whole field or a whole farm, in one growing season. Sometimes it takes more than one growing season to make it happen. But it is doable, so do not give up. I had a field that had 20 acres that I did YouTube videos on 3 or 4 years ago. 20 acres, and it was 80% thistles. And now that's a beautiful hay field, and it's gonna be making me some money this summer. All right, well, say goodbye, girls. Till next time, thank you.